poured your heart into something only to be met with silence? No applause, no acknowledgement, nobody saying, I understand you, or I see you, or I feel you. And it really hurts, doesn't it? Because deep down, somewhere inside, we all crave to be seen, we all crave to be heard, we all crave to be valued, to be understood. But the truth is, if you keep waiting for somebody else to validate you, you will always feel half empty. Real freedom comes when you learn to validate yourself. Even if the world stays quiet, then it will not make a difference. The minute you are validating yourself, you will be enough, and your validation will be enough for you. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today, we are going to be talking about a self validation process. You know, the inner knowing that says, I am important, I matter to myself, I am enough, and what I feel is real. Because the truth is that you may not always get the applause you're looking for. You may not always get the recognition you want or the reassurance you want from others. But you can always give yourself that reassurance. You can always give yourself that understanding, that recognition, that applause. And when you do that, that's when you step into this unshakable self-worth. So let's dive into 5 ways that will help you validate yourself when nobody else does. Firstly, acknowledge your feelings without judging yourself, without any judgment. You have to be sure of that. Validation begins with you telling yourself what I'm going through right now or what I'm feeling right now is real. So instead of, shoving any emotions under the carpet, instead of telling yourself you're too much or you're being silly, name your emotions. If you're feeling hurt, acknowledge I am hurt. If you're feeling proud, agree with it. I am proud of this. If you're feeling ignored, agree with the fact that you are feeling unseen. Naming your emotions will honor your inner truth. Secondly, celebrate small wins loudly. No matter how small an achievement is, no matter how small your win is, don't wait for somebody else to clap. You give yourself a round of applause. Clap loudly for yourself. And start, doing this as a practice. Start actually writing down your wins on a daily basis. And then read it out aloud to yourself and, tell yourself aloud, I am so proud of myself for what I've achieved today. When you recognize your own progress, when you recognize your own wins, you actually reinforce your value from within. You start respecting yourself more. You start valuing yourself more. You start acknowledging yourself more. And you start acknowledging the fact that you are enough. Thirdly, reframe your inner dialogue. So notice how you talk to yourself. Are you being very critical about yourself? Are you just being very unkind to yourself? Are you being this very, harsh person with yourself? Or are you being a friend to yourself? Are you behaving like you would with your best friend, with your child, with somebody you really love? Are you being kind? Are you being compassionate? Are you being someone who's very understanding? So talk to yourself accordingly. Instead of, blaming yourself because of myself, I am not good at anything and I end up doing this. Instead of this language, change your language and tell yourself, okay, fine, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm learning. And okay, I'm doing good, I'm getting better by the day. Tell yourself this. Fourthly, anchor into your values, not somebody else's opinion. So, validation, rooted in somebody else's opinion is very fragile. But validation rooted in your own values is this unshakable, strong validation that you have. So ask yourself, am I living in alignment with what matters to me, or am I just looking for, external factors? When you realize that you are living in alignment with what truly matters to you, you are actually already winning the game. Lastly, create a ritual of self acknowledgement for yourself. So you can light a candle, you can place your hand over your heart and whisper, I'm proud of you, I see you, I understand you. Any small ritual that you resonate with, it will teach your nervous system to feel safe, to feel recognized, even in the absence of any external validation. So, well, here's what I want you to remember: you are invincible, you are not too much, and you are not enough. You are enough for yourself. You are the best for yourself. Validation from others feels wonderful. I agree. We really like it when we get this external validation, but it is not the source of your worth. You are the source of your worth. You have always been the source of your worth. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Flight to Fulfillment. If this touched your heart, please share it with a friend who might need this as a reminder. Make sure you follow me on Spotify, YouTube, Substack, Apple, wherever you are comfortable, so that you do not miss these little nuggets of happiness from me. And if you're ready to dive deeper into this practice of self worth, self recognition, self acknowledgement, write to me and let's make you a part of the Freedom Divas Hub. Until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to remember that you don't need anybody's permission to shine. You can give yourself that glow. You only need your validation. On that note, love you all. See you the next time. Much gratitude. Bye bye.